So in today's session, we'll try making another drawing. First, let me
Okay.
open the drawing.
All commands, we finish all of them. Finish. Oh, there is
All
a
done?
new command set. We have to learn.
No, we have some more commands. Today we'll try one and then, yeah. So this is the one that we are going to try today. Okay, this is a spanner, actually, spanner. All the measurements are
Okay.
given here. So for starting with, I'll be opening a new file, Control N, and click on the arrow. And this time we'll take this metric one.
Okay.
Okay, take the metric one. This is the file. Okay, so we got a metric file like this. Okay, so first of all, in this drawing, you can see a polygon is there. This is a polygon, right? This is a polygon shape,
Yeah.
polygonal shape. So let's see how we can make a polygon shape. Okay, so first we are going to try drawing a polygonal shape. So I'll use a circle, center radius. Okay, I made a circle, maybe 75 units, enter, that is 75. Okay, now back to the draw panel, and there you can see the rectangle tool is there. Next to it, there's an arrow. Click on that arrow, you can see polygon is there. Okay, so that's coming under draw. Okay, draw, rectangle, polygon. It's coming along with the rectangle tool, polygon tool, right? So once you select the polygon tool, the first thing it asks is, look at the cursor, it says enter number of sides. By default, it is 4 sides. Okay, let me change this to 6. So I selected the polygon tool, then type 6 for the number of sides, then enter. Now, again, a prompt is coming. It's saying specify center of polygon. That means where do you want to start it from? Okay, you need to click somewhere on the canvas, on the drawing. Okay, so here I have made a circle which we can use as a reference. Okay, right. So for the center point, I'm going to click on the center of the circle. That is the center. One click. Right. Now two more options are coming. That is, one is how the polygon should be compared to this circle. Okay, it has to be, one option is inscribed in circle, it comes inside the circle. Second option is circumscribed about circle. First is inscribed, second is circumscribed. Two options are there. So let's say I'm using the inscribed in circle. Click. Now let's type the radius. I'm going to type 75. That is the same radius as of the circle, 75. Enter. See, it got inside the circle. See, this is the inscribed in circle option. Now, once again, polygon 6, that's the number of sides. Enter. Specify center. Let's take the center of the circle. Click. And we can see two options here, inscribed in circle and circumscribed. The first one we tried. Now this time I'm going to use a circumscribed about circle, the second option. Click on that. And this time I'm typing the same value like before. That is 75 units. I'm going to type 75, 75, enter. Okay, 75 and press enter. Look at this. This time the polygon came outside the circle. It's outside the
Yeah,
circle.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, how is
Yeah,
it
yeah.
possible? In the first circle, in the inscribed one, you can see the corners are getting connected to the circle. Look at this. The corners are
Mm.
connected to the circle. In the circumscribed one, it's not the corner, but the center of the line is getting connected. That's how
Yeah, yeah.
it's coming either inside or outside the circle. Now you can delete the circle, it's just a reference only. Look at this. So we have removed the circle. Okay, right. So that was creating a polygon using a circle as a reference. Even without any reference, you can draw it, okay? But here, to see the difference, we use the circle as a reference. So even without drawing anything, you can draw the polygon. Only thing is, you need to specify a center point and the radius, okay? But when you're using the circle, we can know how it is coming out. Okay, so that was the polygon tool. Now we have two polygons here. Let's try another thing that's called the hatch. Let me draw a rectangle. I want a rectangle. I'll draw a rectangle. I selected the rectangle, click and drag, then click again. Done. So I made a rectangle. So it's simple. Take the rectangle tool, click and click like this. So we have two rectangles, two polygons here. Now we're going to try the hatch. Hatch is used for adding patterns to your drawing element. Okay, this hatch, you can see this is a hatch thing. It's in draw hatch. Okay, so this hatch can be used for filling a closed area with a pattern. We have lots of preset patterns here. You can directly apply it to a closed area. Remember, to a closed area. Right, so let's try how we can work with this. And for using the hatch, we have two options. Directly click on the hatch, or you can type H and enter. H is the short key. So H enter is a short key, or you click here on the hatch button. One click, look at this. Now it's ready. Look at the ribbon, it has changed, right? Now the hatch tools are loaded here. Okay, now we have all the hash tools. In this, you can see the pattern. Look at the patterns available. Lots of patterns are there. See, you can choose any of the patterns. Okay, and how can we select whether any other options are there? And next to the pattern, you can see it's written as pattern. That is a hatch type. Now we are using hatch pattern. If you click here, we can see the other pattern types. Solid pattern, a solid hatch, gradient hatch, pattern hatch. Three types of hatches are there. That means a closed area can be filled with a solid color, a single color, or you can fill it with a gradient. Gradient is a combination of two colors. Gradient fill, or you can use a pattern. So three options are there for filling a closed area. So let's try the pattern first. That's the default one. When you select the hatch, click here in the pattern panel. Look at this arrow, the tiny arrow. Click here, you can see the list of patterns. If you scroll inside, it goes up and down. You can see all the hatch patterns available. You can also use a scroll bar, this tiny scroll bar. See, it's going up and down. Okay, so you can see the hatch patterns available. I want this one. Okay, this is like straight lines and dashed lines together. I'm taking this, one click on that. Then as you move the cursor, look at this. It's filling that area with that selected pattern. Now we have this pattern. So you can fill it here, or maybe here inside, or maybe on the border. So you can decide where you want this to appear. So wherever you click, or I'm just highlighting only. Once you click, it'll be fixed there. So I'm just moving the cursor, then you can see the highlight like this. Now we can see where it is getting filled. So this hatch is getting filled inside the closed area. It might be the outer border or something else. Okay, so I clicked inside this outer border. Now I'm going to press enter. So that one is fixed. Now we have the hatch applied here. Let's try this once again. I'm moving to hatch, or you can press H, enter. Right. And then choose the hatch pattern from the list. I want this mesh type thing. I want to fill it here. Click. Now this is a different style of pattern. So we have a new pattern here. Okay, so a new pattern is assigned. Here, I want to make this a bigger one. It's very small. I want to make it bigger. So what we do is, in this hatch properties that we see, you can see the second panel is for the properties. Hatch properties. There you can see it's written as 1. That is the scale value. I want to make it bigger. So let me try a bigger value. I'm going to type here 4 and then press enter. Look at this. Now the hatch is a bigger one. So this way, by changing this value, the scale value, you can make the hatch bigger or smaller. It will be displaying as a bigger one or a smaller one. Enter to complete. Right. Again, let's go to hatch again. Click on hatch. We can pick it from here, right? Now the extra thing, instead of pattern, I want a solid color. So I said in the properties itself, you can see it's written as pattern. So click on the pattern, you can see other options, solid, gradient. I want the solid. One click on solid. Then what happens? Look at this. Below that value, you can see it says by layer, or you can choose a color. We have so many colors here. Let me take one of the colors. I'll take this bright yellow. I want to fill it here between the, see this. One click, enter, done. So that portion is filled with a color. Now, I'll go back again to the hatch. One click on hatch. Now let's change the solid to gradient. That's another option. That's another option. So three options are there. First, we tried the pattern. Then we tried the solid. Now we are going to try this gradient. Click on gradient. Look at this. You can see the gradients available, right? And see different styles are there. Let's see the colors. I want to change the color. I want it to be deep red and maybe a pale red, like this. Two colors. You can pick the one, color two, color one, color two, like this. Then based on these two colors you selected, you can see the hatches getting modified here. Or let me use this one and one click inside. Look at this, that hatch gradient is applied. Enter. So we have tried three types of gradients. One was a gradient pattern. That's the default one. The second one was a gradient color. And the third one was the gradient, the hatch gradient. Okay. Right. Now, so three types of, I said gradient, sorry. Three types of hatches we tried. Hatch pattern, hatch solid color, hatch gradient. Right. So when you're the another thing that we tried was a scaling thing. When you pick a gradient or select a gradient, you can see the scale value here in the property. By default, it'll be 1. 1 is the actual size. You can change the value like this. Okay, 6, enter. So it's very big. Enter to complete. So applying hatch is easy. Just fill it or click on a closed area like this. I have made 2 circles. Go to hatch. I want a pattern. Pick the pattern you want to use. Click inside like this. 1, 2, 3, anywhere you can use. It comes inside the closed area. Here some color is there. If you want, you can change the color. If you don't want the color, by layer, right, no color. And if you want to scale, type here the value, 2, enter. Now it's smaller. 10, enter, it's huge. 1, enter. It's 100% size. Okay, enter. So this way you can apply hash to a closed area. So in order to highlight something in your drawing, you can use the hatch patterns. Hatch patterns or solid colors or maybe the gradients. Okay, most of the times we use the patterns. Normally we prefer the patterns because if you don't want to take the color printout and all, so use the patterns. Okay, so you can highlight the different areas of your drawings using the hatch pattern. Okay, now back to the drawing. Now I'm going to make a reference line of 129 length. Okay, so let's use the line, click and type 129, 129, enter, enter, done. So we have a line here. Okay, remember this is a metric document. Okay, so we have a line here, 129. This is our reference or the starting point. Okay, so this is 129. And then what else is there? Here, we can say 2 circles, 1 circle, 1 polygon. We can draw 2 circles actually. Circle, circle, 2 polygons at each end, right? And here we'll make two circles on the left side and the two circles on the right side. So let's see. And here the measurement is given in radius. So on the right side, it is radius 20 and 15. Let's make those two circles first on the right side. So let's say the end, the square is for the end point. So it's snapping perfect. I'm typing here 15, repeat circle by right clicking or by pressing enter or by picking from the toolbox. Again, 20, enter. Now we have two circles, one is 15, the other one is 20. On the other side, look at this. Two circles on the left side, it is 20 and 30. Okay, so let's draw this here. Circle, left side, 20, enter. Repeat circle, 20, enter. Sorry, 30, it was 30, sorry. So I'll take the circle again. The big circle is 30, 30, enter. So we got the two circles. Two circles on each side. Okay, now what is remaining? We need to place this thing, polygons. Okay, so this polygon, if you look at this, you can see the measurement is given as 20 radius. Okay, we know this polygon is now 20. Okay, so we're going to revise what we have done. Expand the rectangle tool, take the polygon, click. No, don't click. Before that, set the number of sides. Let's see how many are there. 1, 2, 3, 6 sides are there. Right. Take the polygon, 6, enter. Now click at this end point. Click, and I got to choose inscribed in circle. Then we know the measurement is 20. 20, 20, enter. Done. So that is done. Now once you do this, you can delete this circle because that was only for reference. Delete. So that part is done. Now on the other side, it says this polygon is 15, 15 radius. How many sides is different? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides are there, right? So we're going to use the polygon on the right side. Polygon tool, 5, enter. Now specify center. That is the end point of this line. Now inscribed in circle, click on that. We know the measurement is 15, 1, 5, enter, done. I can delete this circle, delete, gone. Right, so almost half of the drawing is done. That was one line, two circles on each side, then one polygon on those sides. Then we deleted the inside circles. Those were just for reference. Right, what else we can see here? Look at this. There is in the stem of the spanner, this is 20 outside and 10 inside. Let's see how we can do this 20 and 10. Okay, we have the center line only. We have the center line. Okay, so let's see, this is the center line. We need it to be 20 and 10. So it's easy to do that. We can make this 20 by offsetting 10 upwards, 10 downwards. We get 20. So we're going to offset this line 10 up, 10 down. I'm using the offset command. Then, so remember, we are going to offset. We are offsetting this 20 thing. Okay, 20 from the center. So it'll be 10 up, 10 down. Okay, take the offset, type the value 10, offset 10, enter. Now click on the line, click up, click on the line, click down. We get 10 plus 10, 20 is there. Now we got that 20. This is 20. See this 20 we got. Now inside that, you can see there is 10. So to get the 10, what to do? We'll offset it. How much? 5 up, 5 down. So we get 10. Offset, and this time make it 5, enter. So let's move it up. 5 up, 5 down. We got it. We got it. Okay. Now 10 and 20 are ready. What next? Now we don't want the line in the center. See here, there is no center line, only the measurement is there. So let's click on the line in the center and delete. So I deleted the line in the center. Now I deleted the line in the center. Okay, now what?
Okay.
Yes, I deleted the line in the center. Next thing, let's see what is next. What is next? Next is, look at this, 50. It says the length of this inside shape is 50. Okay, fine. And here there is a 44. Okay, so 44 from the center, then 50 from that point. Okay, how to make it? Just make reference lines. Like here, I'm going to use a reference line, enter, then a 44 is there, offset 44, then from there offset 50, then it's done. Okay, so let's take offset 44, enter, done. Then 50 is there. Again, offset 50, enter, done. We got it. Okay. After drawing that, this line is no more needed. Delete. Right. Now we have these elements like this. Next thing to do is trim the extras. Trim all the extras. Okay. So I'll take the trim tool, enter, and I'll trim the extras. Trim. We don't want this. We don't want this. We don't want this. Trim it. Trim it. Then, okay, from inside, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. From this side, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. It's almost done. It's almost done. Now what is remaining? We need to make the rounded corners. We need to make it rounded. Here it's not rounded. Okay, how to make it rounded? I'm going to make this rounded. To make it rounded, we will be using the fillet command. Fillet command, but the fillet value is not given. What to do? How will you know that how much is this round? It's a perfect round, it's coming. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'll take half of this. This is 10. So let's make it 5 and 5 for the fillet. So it becomes a perfect circle. This is 10. So I'm taking fillet value to be 5 and 5. Okay, so let's make this rounded. Here we want it to be 10. Right. So take the fillet tool. That's a fillet. Fillet. Then type R. R for radius. R. Enter. Now fillet radius to be 5. Enter. Then for multiple, M. Enter. Repeat. Fillet. R. Enter. 5. Enter. M. Enter. Now point by point. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. It's all rounded. It's done. Okay. I'm going to do the fillet on this side also. Look at this. The radius is given. Radius 10. See this. This radius is 10. So let's try that also. Back. Fillet. R. Enter. 10. Enter. M. Enter. Then 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Done. So the spanner is ready. The drawing is ready, but one more thing, that is a hatch. We need to apply some hatch like this. So we know how to apply the hatch. You could either do H, enter, or you go to hatch here and then choose any of the hatch patterns available. Okay. Maybe I want, okay. I want this one, sand pattern I'm applying. I applied, but I cannot see it because it's very small. Let's change that. Oh, that one is coming. Maybe another one. Like all these things. You can try different patterns. Right, that is coming. And maybe another one. See this. It's all coming. You can use any of the pattern, any of the colors. Then enter. Right. Okay, so now we have created the spanner. We applied the hatch. We tried the polygon and all. Now it's ready. Right. So it is ready.